As we move on, we get to lesson 11.3. This one focuses on the volume of cylinders. Now, we've done volume before. We looked back in chapter 9 and we had dealt with volume of regular prisms and those types of shapes. We're going to look at some different types of shapes today. We're going to look at cylinders. In order to do this lesson, you have to remember lesson 10.9. That was the area of a circle. You have to remember your formula for that. And if you don't, it's right here. You take the area, in order to get the area, you take pi and multiply it by the radius squared. And you'll see why you need to remember what the formula for the area of a circle is. A little bit of cylinder review. Net. The term net means a 2D shape that is folded and transforms into a 3D object. In the case of a cylinder, the 2D net is made up of a rectangle and two circles. These two circles are congruent. They are exactly the same. When you fold it up, you get one of the circles on the top, one of the circles on the bottom, and the rectangle in the middle. So that's kind of important because that's going to tell us the shape of our base right here, which is a circle. The reason we need to know that is because you need to remember the whole idea about volume. Volume of a regular three-dimensional shape. The formula was volume equals big B times H, where big B stands for area of the base. Well, there's that area, and if you were back, our base is a circle, and if you go back even further, that's why we need to remember the area of circle formula. So, here's an example, okay? This says, here's a cylinder, and it says the volume is big B times H, and it says what shape is the base of the cylinder? Well, you got to remember it's a circle. So you need to remember the area of a circle, which is pi r squared. Now, there's no dimensions given on this circle. There's nothing here to see. So this one is just helping you remember kind of how this formula should be used. Well, here's the formula. Volume equals big B times H. Well, we need to know big B. That's our area of the base, and that's right here. It's pi r squared. Well, in this base, this circle, our radius is 3 inches. So 3 inches squared, or 3 inches times 3 inches, is 9 inches squared. Well, that goes right in here. So the area of our base is 9 pi inches squared. Remember, we talked about it's okay to leave pi in your answer. That is fine. You can do that. Well, now we have our area of base, and we're going to multiply it by our height. And our height here is 5 inches. So 9 pi inches squared times 5 inches. You do 9 times 5. That gets you 45. Throw the pi in the answer, and don't forget that if you have inches squared times inches, that is going to be inches cubed. And so your answer is 45 pi inches cubed. If you would like to take it further and really work out what the area or the volume of this is, you could take 45 and multiply it by pi, which is 3.14. But for me, pi in the answer is just fine. You can leave. Here's another one. A radius of 4 centimeters, volume equals big B times H. Well, the area of our base is pi r squared. And in this case, our radius is 4 centimeters. So we're going to do 4 centimeters times 4 centimeters. That would be 16 centimeters squared. That goes up here, 16 pi centimeters squared. We're going to multiply it by our height, which is 3 centimeters. And we wind up with the volume of that cylinder is 48 pi centimeters squared. Again, if you want to take it and multiply it on out and get a numerical answer, you can, but leaving pi in the answer is okay.